What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at this right here, the i1 Pro Mini drone. On here it says i1 Pro Drone Mini, but I think that's some kind of Chinglish thing going on there. Anyway, it looks like it's some of the Neo knockoffs, you know. So anyway, it has aerial camera, obstacle avoidance, headless mode, gestures. Yeah, I don't give two craps about gestures. It has cool lights, optical flow, photo and video, and large capacity battery, which is in dispute because we'll go over that in a sec. But anyway, it actually looks pretty cool. Okay, I took it out of the box and looked at it, and I'm like, wow, this thing actually looks just like a Neo. Okay, it's a knockoff extraordinaire. Okay, so let's get it out of the box and take a look at it. Okay, well, out of the box, there it is. And there's the drone itself, and it actually looks pretty cool. Right? Pretty cool. And then you got your two batteries there. Now, they're claiming, okay? Now, I've been doing this a long time, guys. Okay, I've been doing this for like 9 years, okay? It says on here that these are 1800 milliamp hour. Maybe they're 700s. And we'll know that by the flight time. The flight time on this battery, probably, feeling the weight of that thing, you're probably looking at like 9 minutes, okay, at the most. If that was an 1800 with this thing, this light, this thing would go for 25 minutes. But it won't because it's not an 1800. It might be an 1800 with two of them, but not with one. So there's the manual. There's the phone holder, which I don't even know if I'll use. I just might leave the phone laying on the ground. And there's the controller. The controller looks pretty nice. You know, it's pretty sharp looking. So, yeah. Let's pop a battery in here. Let me show you this cool camera actuation. So you put the battery in this way and you slide it in there like that. And when you turn it on, watch what happens. Watch the camera move there. You see that? That's pretty neat. And you turn that on. Okay, so that's bound up. Okay, the level calibration is going to be down and out. And then it just push up on the stick and won't take off, but the props will come on. You can turn them up and down like that. But here, you got these buttons on the top here to control the camera. You see that? So that's pretty neat. Okay, I'll give it that. That's pretty neat. Now, what the video is going to look like, who knows, right? But we're going to fire up this app right now, and we're going to get at least a somewhat of a look of what the video is going to look like. The app is called Wi-Fi UAV, and the network is called Flow 9298D7. Right there. See, it says Flow. Yeah, that's it right there. You go find the app, which is right there, Wi-Fi UAV. Hit start. Well, let me hit the settings real quick just to make sure it's not English. Okay, firmware. I'm not doing no firmware upgrade. I think it'll never work again. Okay, so there it is. You see it, it's showing that. It looks extremely grainy to me. Okay, extremely. Look at that. Okay, you're looking at grain. Okay, lots of grain. But, you know, I never expect. I think this thing was like maybe $20, something like that. Temu, it was on sale at Temu. You know. So, yeah. There it goes. So, nothing left to do, yeah, but go out and fly it, right? Okay, so let's go do that and see if we got our money's worth. Hey guys, we're out here with the i1 Pro Extreme. See that thing? Yeah. There you go, right? Let's start recording some video. Yep, there's a timer up there in the corner. Yeah, so yeah, that'll be okay. Let me get the camera turned up some, so yeah. That's even better. And let's take off. There's the third rate. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't sure what the rate button was. It's right there. Let's see how it flies. It's kind of noisy. Okay. Let me make sure the video is still recording. Yes, it is. It seems to be pointing a lot down at the... Let me see where the camera pointing to. Okay, I don't know how the camera got pointed down again. But now there's no SD card, so it's just going to record to the phone, guys. So, oh yeah, we're curious about the flight time. Remember, with those big giant 1800 milliamp hour batteries. So we're hanging with this whole battery right here. Okay, no matter what, because I'm very curious. Because I said there was no way those were 1800s, right? So yeah, hey, it flies nice, man. If it handles right, it don't wonk around or anything. So yeah, it's pretty nice, actually. I mean, if this thing was dirt cheap, guys. You know, I only buy these things from Temu when they're really dirt cheap. You know, I buy on the sales. The sales, that's where I'm at, okay? I'm not paying full price for any of this garbage. So yeah. Oh, I think this is the flip button right here. It was hiding on me. I think it's that right there. Right there. See it? So yeah, hey, I'm real happy with this already, man. Wow. Flies nice. Very, very crisp. Steers good. Look at that. It does have some noisy, motors, okay? So they must not be solid core motors. I suspect that they're not. Let me get over here and get a look. They look like they might be, but they sure as heck don't sound like it, right? Because solid core motors are usually a lot quieter. You know, solid core motors is what you got in your little those little Parrot mini drones and stuff like that. Those are solid core motors. So then that's a lot. The Mambos and stuff like that. Wow. It flies really nice, man. Wow. I'm real happy. Plus, it didn't throw the trim off too bad when I did the flip. See, it hung there pretty good. See? Now, is this obstacle avoidance working? Not really. Okay. It says it has obstacle avoidance. I'm not seeing it. But to be honest, I really don't care. Now, there's a button over here. I would think it was headless mode, but it might be for the obstacle avoidance, but let's try it. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, it is. That's what that's for. Wow, it actually does work. But now it gets like real close. I'm gonna turn it off because I don't really care about it. So, but that's it. That's the obstacle avoidance button right there. Then there's the rates. Or no, the flips, and then the rates are right here. Uh-oh. There's the, you know what. And I can guarantee you that we've only been out here. Let me see how long the video's been going. 5 minutes, okay? Let me stop the video. So yeah, no way does that have an 1800 milliamp hour. No way. But I will say, it flies really nice, guys. It flies really nice. Like they said, it had probably a 700-800 milliamp hour at most battery. That's what's in there. If it had an 1800 milliamp hour battery, it would go for 12, 13 minutes. 5, 6, 700 milliamp hour, you're going to get 5 minutes, just like you got right there. All right, guys, I'm going to put the video probably at the end so you can have the full screen of the video. And so it's not boxed in the corner or nothing. And I'll just put like a couple of minute sample. I mean, you don't need to see 5 minutes of me flying around in the basketball court to see if the video is going to be good. I'll just give you a couple of minutes sample in there. But yeah, I would recommend this thing. I think it's a nice little knockoff of the Neo. I mean, I never had a Neo, so I don't know. I had one in my cart, and then I went away, and when I came back, it was gone. They were out of them. So, and now you can't get nothing. So, that's the way it goes, right? It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to die. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.